Today I decided to give us a short brief on value. I've been studying a lot on how do we give value, how do you offer value to the society that we live in, and so there are 4 levels of value. We've got level number 1, level number 2, level number 3, and then level number 4. Level number 1 of giving value is known as implementation, and this is where you are leveraging your muscles and time to give value. For example, a laborer who has to work on a daily basis so that they get an earning. And this person here, under this level of value, you are leveraging time and muscles to give value. And realize that time is a limited resource. Your muscles are also a limited resource. So you cannot create a lot of value because you are multiplying time and limited resource and muscles, which is also an unlimited resource, to create value. So the value that you create at this level is limited because the resources that you are using, that is time and value, are also limited. So in whatever you do, try as much as possible to avoid this level of value. Now we move to level number 2. Level provision number 2 is known as unification, and to unify means to bring together. So under unification, you are leveraging 2 things. You are leveraging time, and you're also leveraging other people to create value. Look at a manager, look at a supervisor, look at any other person who oversees another group of people. They are leveraging these 2 aspects to create value. Realize that at this level, the amount of energy that you use is limited, and you get a lot of value. You offer a lot of value. That is why, for example, managers at your work and supervisors at your work will always earn a higher amount of money as compared to people at this particular level. Why? Because they're giving value at a higher level. Under my dotted line, those are the 2 levels of value, and they're normally considered to be the lowest levels of value. Now we go to the higher levels of value, and level number 3 is known as communication, and this is where you use your mouth and sometimes your mind to convey messages, to communicate and give value. Look at, for example, if you're able to write a book, if you're able to create courses, if you're able to have a podcast, anything that you do and you're giving value using your mouth, you are educating, you are transforming someone by use of word of mouth. This is a higher level of value, and you can earn the earning potential of this at this level is much higher as compared to that at this level and compared to that other at the implementation level. After these 3, now we go to the highest level of value, which is imagination. What happens here? You're using your mind, and you're using money. You're also using your creativity to create value. Look at people who invent things. Look at, for example, Elon Musk. Look at Zuckerberg. Look at Jeff Bezos. These are people who are using their mind, they're using their creativity to create value. And even look at people like musicians, people who use their minds to create a song, to sing, and that song creates a lot of viewership, a lot of value to other people. So this is the highest level of value that ever exists. So whatever you do in life, try to move, try to migrate from these 2 levels up to the 3rd level and up to the 4th level. And also, this is also biblical. It's actually captured in the Bible because God created man physically. There's a physical aspect where God created man and formed man and breathed physically into him. That's happened through the implementation. After that, God said, let us create man. But the virtue that God said, let us is a plural word, and it means that there was more than one. God used the unification. And then by the virtue that God said, let us create, he used his word of mouth to communicate and create a man at this level. Then finally, God said that let us create man in our own image. By the virtue that there was an image to be created after, it shows that a man was created by God using God's imagination aspect. So these are the 4 levels of value. Let me know what you think, and then we'll do another lesson. We shall be doing more of these ones as time goes by. Bye bye for now. Now we'll see you next.